Hello guys, welcome back to another episode with Review Bros, and we are looking at a pre-workout called STIM LORD by Anabolic Warfare, and we've actually got another one of their pre-workouts that we'll be looking at another time, but we'll keep that secret for now unless you can spot it. But yeah, hell of a claim, STIM LORD, so it's bound to be good by the name.
Love the name, STIM LORD. Yeah, so a big thank you to Anabolic Warfare for getting us this hardcore pre-workout out. Cheers guys.
Cheers.
Okay guys, so we're going to move into the taste of this pre-workout. We do have this one in Rocket Pop. We also have it in strawberry and lime, which we have actually given it a go. It's not bad, but again, we've mentioned before, we're not the biggest fans of strawberry and lime products, but it's not bad. So if you like strawberry and lime, then definitely give it a go.
Oh yeah.
The one we're going to rate our reviews on is the one that we was most excited to try, which is the Rocket Pop one. And they are the two only flavours. So let's
see how it mixes.
See how it goes in.
That's what she said. Is it just the one stock scoop on these ones?
Mm.
Sweet.
Got a fork, let's say.
It smells rather nice, really nice actually.
Mm.
Let's see if the taste backs up the smell, shall we?
Do not exceed 1 scoop in 24-hour period, so we're going on the 1 scoops, which is good, easy.
And that has mixed in reasonably well. There's a few little bits floating around at the bottom, but I'm sure with more vigorous stirring that would go anyway.
I'll give it more vigorous. I'll be able to solve that riddle. Okay, so
little bits.
Mixability. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, we'll see when we get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, there's definitely a bit there, but hey, let's go.
Strange.
That's good.
Do you know what? It does taste like a Rocket Pop, don't it? It literally does, actually. With a bit of a funny, almost powdery aftertaste, but nothing off-putting.
I like that.
Well above average, definitely. No bits at the bottom actually when I got there.
No, me too.
Weird.
That's strange.
So yeah, mixability brilliant, taste brilliant.
4.5.
Four
Come
and a
on,
half, yeah.
4.5. We're gonna go for it.
That was enjoyable.
Yeah, that's one of the better ones I've had, taste-wise. Yeah, give that a 4.5 for that.
Yeah, that wraps up the taste segment.
Cheers, guys. Okay, so we just quickly need to mention we did find actually a third flavour, and it is a limited edition flavour. So how long that's going to be around, I do not know. It comes in a gold tub, but still the same. Hot tamales flavour. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a spicy one, which
Mexican.
If it's what it looks like, then that's going to be a very strange one. I'll be honest. Yeah. So it's a risk whether you want to get that one or not. We've not got it, so we're not going to be able to comment.
No.
But just to let you know, there is that third option.
If you have an obsession with spicy pre-workouts.
If you like a ring of fire next day. So moving on to the price of this product. It is $40 on the Anabolic Warfare website, which translates to exactly £31.88, which for a 30 serving tub works out at £1.06 a day, a serving.
Decent.
Which is good. It's on our scale a 3.5 out of 5, so way above average on price. You know, that's a good price.
Considering what it's packing, eh?
Yeah, that's what she said. So yeah, I can't go much more into it than that, but yeah, 3.5 out of 5 for price.
Alright, so we're moving on to the effects section now. Before we train, we're just going to roll through the ingredients, what's in this. Yeah. It is a proprietary blend.
Yeah, that's its weakness straight away, unfortunately. Again, I don't know if you'd be able to go direct to them and find out the exacts of what they hope to achieve in the ingredients list. But we like normal, we're just going to run through, but we won't be able to give you precise amounts.
Yeah, that is the only disadvantage, like Aaron says. Before I do run into that, it does say on here actually, STIM LORD is the most mind-blowing pre-workout on the market, so that's a hell of a claim, isn't it? So we'll see if all of these ingredients will sort of explain that.
Yeah.
So first up is beta-alanine, obvious one.
Obviously, your stimulant. Well, a lot of people claim it as a stimulant. It's going to give you that tingle, as per usual. Most pre-workouts these days have it, really. How much? Do you know how much of that?
They haven't stated anything, not even a DMHA count.
Oh, okay then.
Into the next one, citrulline malate, another standard.
Yeah, your
procedure.
pump ingredient. You know the drill.
We've got our creatine monohydrate.
Improve nutrient uptake, your water loading, your strength.
Next up, L-tyrosine.
Just your general well-being sort of amino acid. It's going to help with the pumps as well.
Next up, AAKG.
Alpha ketoglutarate, is it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh yeah. Which again is another pump / contraction ingredient. We've had really good success with this in the past, so I'm hoping really that it pulls through on this one.
Caffeine anhydrous.
Yeah, so yes, you're going to be a main stimulant effect.
The classic 2-aminoaspartame, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, so that's your DMHA. That's an important ingredient to note on this one. A DMHA pre-workout, which that's one of your heavy stimulants.
That will carry
you that focus and clarity, should I say, during the workout.
Next up on the list, L-norvaline.
L-norvaline, again, another amino acid. That will just help you with the pumps. It's just going to give you that a bit more focus. There's research to say this and that on that. So again, maybe we'll be able to pinpoint it after our training today.
Next up, higonamine, if I'm saying that right. Higonamine.
Higonamine. Let me just remember. So that is from plant. So another plant extract. We like our plant extract. It's a similar molecular structure to ephedrine, so it's a fat burner / neurological enhancer. Yeah, that's the word. So it's going to give you that focus and that sort of drive in the training. But yeah, again, the fat burner sort of compounds.
Sweet. Theobromine is next up in the list.
Oh, that's your dog's chocolate. Well. That's obviously the ingredient in chocolate that dogs cannot digest.
Yeah.
So what did you say it was also?
Stimulates your heart. Oh, the deer killer one.
The deer killer.
Yeah.
Or the deer sleeper one, isn't it?
Yeah, what was
Either
the
way. But yeah, so yeah, it speeds up your heart and it has been shown to improve cardiovascular health, so we'll see how that works.
How healthy we feel. Your Himbine HCl. Is the next one.
Okay, so they do have your himbine in there. I didn't realise that. So obviously that's just focus. That's just another stimulant in there. Just improves your mood and your clarity. Again, it's been shown to have a lot of different effects. It being in HCl form is going to be a stronger dose of it than your himbine bark, perhaps.
Okay, last up on the list we have a strange one, which I don't think we've seen before, or very rarely anyway. Which is rauloxine, I think, at 98%, it says.
Rauloxine, that from my research is very, very similar to your himbine. So it's going to give you that focus. It's going to give you that drive in the workout. Like, it's going to boost the mental sort of capacity in your brain. Yeah, that's pretty much the only research on that. It's a very rare ingredient. It's supposed to be actually stronger than your himbine.
I do.
So we will see.
And apart from that, you got your usual vitamin C, B3, B6, B12, and some sweeteners and things like that in there. But
the usual.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up all the ingredients on that.
Yeah, so that does sum up the ingredients. We're going to go train now on it. It's coming on 20 minutes since we took it, probably not even that. We're going to come back and obviously let you guys know how that list comes together, because sometimes the most stacked lists end up not working as well as you'd hope, and vice versa. So yeah, stay tuned guys, the review is going to be coming very, very soon.
Alright, so we just got back from training shoulders on STIM LORD, Pablo Escobar jobby. We had a really good session, didn't we? Well, in terms of pump, energy, strength.
So if we break, what we'll do, yeah, we'll break it down for you guys in the easiest format that I think is easiest to deliver to you guys. We'll start off with the pumps. So the pumps I personally thought were really good.
Yeah,
for shoulders. Did definitely feel a lot working. Strength was definitely respectable. The energy level at the start of the workout, I'd say, was really good. I will say it did definitely diminish towards the end of the workout.
Yeah, in our last couple of 1 to 2 exercises, eh?
We did do 1 hour and 15 on shoulders, so I'm not quite sure how it would suffice on a longer session of back or legs. Yeah. I remember I have taken it before in the past, and so have you, and it's similar in the fact that it did sort of taper off towards the end.
Yeah. And I will say that it did deliver in terms of performance on a level that I would look to see on a 3.75 to 4 out of 5 on effects. But there is one thing that we have to comment on. Right?
Yeah, and it really did sort of hinder our workout, should we say. And we can't quite pinpoint what ingredient it is, but we know it's between 3 ingredients. Reason being, we felt like this before on a pre-workout, and we both actually did feel really quite sick on it. Like
a really uneasy stomach, yeah.
Like we had a good 30-35 minutes of digestion time. I could feel it in the stomach the whole time. We got through some heavy pressing, some side lateral raises. And that's when the sickness really did start to come in, and the sweats were quite bad, as you can probably tell, aftermath effect. So yeah, the sickness really did kill off the workout. Now there's 3 things that it could be. One being the yohimbine HCl, which it has been proven that there is a side effect of it. From our previous reviews, we definitely noticed it with Centurion Labs Rage, this same sort of sick effect, and that's got yohimbine HCl in it. It could be the hydronamine, that again, sickness is a side effect. And finally, it could be the, and we don't know how to quite pronounce it, the rulacine 98%. And the reason being that is a very similar compound to the yohimbine itself.
Just a slight different makeup.
It's supposed to be more powerful. So if I was to use my expertise in pre-workouts, I would say it's a combination between the yohimbine HCl mixed with the rulacine.
Overdosing you on that particular ingredient, in a sense.
So that is its weak point.
Whether that's a consistent issue, like if you used to take it, say 7, 8, 9, 10 times, obviously we've only taken it a few. We didn't have the issue every time, did we? Only really noticeable this time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I slightly noticed it. I mean, whether it was shoulders and the fact we was doing sort of presses in a seated position that was putting pressure on the stomach.
Yeah, it's hard to say. We're just giving you the heads up, really. That's all we're.
So for that reason, I'd bring effects down to
what, a low 3 area, middle 3. Would you reckon?
Yeah, I'd have to say to a 3.5 out of 5. What would you say?
I would agree, because I did say earlier that I would say 3.75 to 4 on performance, but obviously with that stomach issue, yeah, it's going to bring it down a little bit. But we don't know if you guys will have the same problem, so if you have tried it, let us know if you have encountered that or not.
Yeah, stay tuned, because obviously we've got another anabolic warfare product to do. A more expensive one, in fact, than STIM LORD, so perhaps that's going to bring about some superior effects, shall we say.
Alright, so let's bang this out. Taste.
4 out of 5, was it?
We said
or
it.
4.5. I think we
it
said
was
4.5,
wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was really quite nice. Yeah.
4.5 taste.
And it mixed well. Price.
3.5.
Yeah, on the scale. And effects, we just said
3.5. So 7 plus 4.5 is
11.5.
11.5 out of 15, which I think is a very nice score.
Our last few pre-workouts have been getting those scores
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, no,
but bringing it about in different ways, you know.
So yeah, so it's up to you whether you want the taste to be your higher scorer or your effects,
or
that to be the lower one. Well, I say low, 3.5 for effects is still good.
Yeah.
If you don't have that sick feeling that we managed to get, then you know, that 3.5 is very, very justifiable, or maybe even higher for you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks again.
11.5. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.